Hello everyone, a very good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Powerhouse Ideas. I'm again back with a learning video. Yesterday we studied about a ascending triangle pattern along with the help of a chart. कल मैंने आपको असेंडिंग पैटर्न ट्रायंगल सिखाया था, वो कैसे काम करता है, उसके पीछे साइकोलॉजी क्या होती है। उसके साथ साथ मैंने उसी पैटर्न को आपको एक चार्ट पे स्पॉट भी करवाया। Same way, with the same set of learning, today also in this short video, we'll be discussing about an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Why does this pattern works? What is the psychology behind this pattern? And how you trade this pattern, what are the targets, what are the stop loss, everything we'll be covering over here. So this video will be a video full of learning along with a good analysis on a stock which is giving a very good entry and can give you a very good return. So we'll be discussing that quickly in a short while, but first of all let us understand that what is an head and shoulder pattern. हेड एंड शोल्डर पैटर्न होता क्या है, पहले ये समझते हैं। जब हम हेड एंड शोल्डर पैटर्न की बात करते हैं, इनवर्स हेड एंड शोल्डर पैटर्न की बात करते हैं, तो इट्स अ बुलिश प्लस रिवर्सल पैटर्न। ये दो वर्ड्स इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड सम ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स ऑफ दिस पैटर्न, द साइकोलॉजी बिहाइंड दिस पैटर्न। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस कंसिडर द वर्ड रिवर्सल। रिवर्सल किस चीज का? रिवर्सल ऑफ व्हाट? रिवर्सल ऑफ अ डाउन ट्रेंड। सो फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, इफ यू आर स्पॉटिंग दिस पैटर्न, देन द प्रीवियस ट्रेंड बिफोर अकरेंस ऑफ दिस पैटर्न शुड बी अ डाउन ट्रेंड. This pattern should be formed at the bottom of the chart. Right, point number one, that the previous trend should be a downtrend. It's a bullish reversal pattern, means when the bearish trend is reversing, so it's called a bullish reversal pattern. So this is why its name is like this. Now let us understand that how does it works, or you can say why does it work. Chart पे spot बहुत easily कर लेंगे. I'll show you the role of volume in this pattern and how beautifully volume plays and volume make this pattern a successful pattern. Right, so till now we understood that the previous trend should be uptrend, the market is falling like this. Now why does the pattern work? I have already informed you so many times that I am not a person who is very fond of indicators. I'm just fond of the patterns or the trend, or you can say the visualization which is available on the charts. So I know over here that the chart continuously was making this kind of pattern. I don't know what is higher highs, higher lows. I don't know anything. But I know that every time this chart was creating a lower low. Every time the chart was creating a lower low. What happened over here? Over here you did not know. अगर यहाँ तक chart होता तो we did not know that the head and shoulder pattern will play out. Till here also we do not know that the head and shoulder pattern will play out. But the chances start arising when the market reaches over here. Why? When the price was falling like this, the pullback was never up to the previous pullback. The pullback was never up to the previous pullback, but over here the pullback was up to the previous pullback. This is sign number 2. First sign is downtrend. Second sign is that this pattern might form. This has not formed. Then the market again pullbacks. I'll explain you the psychology also. Then the market again pullbacks, but now this time it does not break the previous low. 1, 2, 3. All these 3 times the market has broken the previous low, but not on the 4th time. So this is a formation of a head and shoulder. Why do we call it a head and shoulder? Because it forms a pattern like this. These two are the shoulders and this is the neck. If you see a human being is somewhat like this. This is a regular head and shoulder pattern, and if we invert this pattern, it's an inverted head and shoulder pattern. So that's why it's called a head and shoulder pattern. Right, now let us understand the psychology. Every time the bears were creating a lower low, but this time and the bulls were not able to go till the previous high. Never in the previous trend the bulls were able to go to the previous high. but the psychology, the demand and supply, the price action is changing over here. First, the bulls reach the previous area of pullback. This is one sign of positivity. This is one psychological effect of this pattern. Second, the bulls created a low which is higher than the previous low. So that is why it gives a full stop to the previous downtrend pattern. Right. So this is why this pattern behaves as a bullish reversal pattern. Now let's quickly see it on the charts. I'll explain you the the importance of volume over here. Now let us move point by point. Let us ignore the RSI. I'm not teaching you anything like RSI all over here. The first trend should be a downtrend. You can clearly see till here we don't know whether the bullish reversal pattern means the inverted head and shoulder pattern will form or not. We are at this stage, somewhere over here. We are at this stage. Till now there is a downtrend. Now you can see every time the bulls were not able to reach the previous high, but over here the bulls reached the previous high. So should we anticipate? Should we take an entry over here? No. Anticipation is not done in the market. You just follow the market. But yes, now there are chances that the same pattern which was not formed anywhere is formed over here, that the bulls have reached the previous high once again, which they have not reached in the entire past price action. This is point number one, positivity number one. Then the bulls created a low which is higher than the previous all lows, means the pattern of creating lower lows has been broken and it creates a trend line like this. So we'll create a neckline over here. Neckline is this, right? As the name suggests, neckline. The line between the shoulders and your neck. The neckline is over here where the stock was facing resistance. This is the nearest major resistance for the stock, or you can say the resistance of a head and shoulder pattern, right? So we saw a breakout over here and with some good volume. So this is a clear-cut case of an inverted head and shoulder pattern. But wait, one more important point, very important point. Let us see how volume plays into this. You can see entirely over here. Let us just focus on the head and shoulder pattern. You can see in this fall the volume was dried up. I'll show you how volume also gives you an additional evidence. In this rise the volume also rose. In this fall the volume again dried up. In this rise the volume also rose. Then in this fall the volume again dried up, and then in this rise the volume shooted up. Means the volume was also showing accumulation over here. I don't know much about the fundamentals of the stock, but technically this stock seems to be very strong. Now what should be the entry parameter? Entry कैसे ली जाए इसके अंदर? As I told you in the previous video, if you haven't watched that video, you should watch it, because after watching that you will not be requiring any other video to understand about the ascending triangle pattern. Same way today, after watching this video, you need not see about any other video about a inverted head and shoulder pattern. So first way of entering a stock is on breakout. This is for the risk takers. We are seeing a weekly chart. Weekly chart, the bigger the time frame, the less riskier it gets. The bigger the time frame, the less riskier it gets. The smaller the time frame, the more risky it gets. Always remember this. So we have a weekly big candle. It's a kind of a Marubozu candle. Marubozu candle is a candle without wicks as per bookish knowledge. But this is also a strong bullish candle, right? So we have a strong candle with volume. So point number one of taking entry can be on this breakout immediately over here. Second, for the people who are risk averse traders, they can take an entry on the retest and then continuation. So this is about taking an entry. What should be the target? As per technical analysis, it is said that the length from low of the neck till the neckline, from low of the neck, or you can say the head, not the neck, the head, from low of the head to the neckline is the target. Means after the breakout, it will travel somewhat similar area, and you will be amazed to see that this is also the next major resistance from where the stock failed after forming a double top pattern. So this is about the targets. Now what should be the stop loss? I always tell people who are into personal training from me. I take personal trainings also. When I teach them, and I don't charge anything for that, whosoever knows me personally, I teach them also. So I always tell them, if you're entering into a particular stock, if you're entering into a particular stock basis some pattern, and if that pattern is invalidated, means if that pattern is over, you should come out of the market. Now we are taking an entry basis an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Now what if market closes below the right shoulder? What if market closes below the right shoulder? Will this head and shoulder pattern remain as it was earlier? The answer is no. So close below this will be your stop loss, because this will invalidate, this will spoil the head and shoulder pattern. It will also be a close below the trend line which has started forming. So this is all about the stop loss. I hope after watching this video, you won't be requiring to see any other video on an inverted head and shoulder pattern. This is how the psychology of an inverted head and shoulder pattern works. If you like the content on this channel, I will request all of you to kindly like this video, share it with maximum people, because that's my only intention, to make knowledge reach every door. Every single trader who trade in India, I want that they should not pay any hefty fees for the, you can say, the trading courses which they take, which are useless. You can get all this knowledge if you can read it, or I am there to help you out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till the time, take care. Bye bye.